everybody, this is Rose of Sharon. There's a bit of a glare, excuse me. And I just read Michio Kaku's Parallel Worlds, A Journey Through Creation, Higher Dimensions, and the Future of the Cosmos. Yeah, with a title like that, you can tell this is definitely not light reading, even though it is about 300, well, including the glossary, which I will flip through momentarily. Actually, the glossary is extremely helpful, especially if you've forgotten a lot of the terms like brain. And brain is just a shortening of membrane. It is 400 plus pages. And this is extremely fascinating. It just absolutely boggles the mind. And he talks about the different paradoxes, the information paradox, the grandfather paradox. Grandfather paradox is one that's probably the most well known. But it's definitely gives one food for thought. And I don't understand all of it. This goes so beyond my ken, and really getting the basis of the universe in and of itself and how it can bud off into different sections. And our universe will eventually be eaten by the Andromeda galaxy many, many millennia down the future. Of course, the sun is going to become a red dwarf. Well, it's a yellow dwarf. It'll become a red dwarf and then a white dwarf. And will be burned out and it'll freeze. And it'll be enveloped. The universe itself will be enveloped. It'll give way to entropy and eventually just freeze. Everything will just dim out unless we create baby universes. He considers that a solution to the problem of continuing our race and our humanity. It depends on that, but it's hard to say whether we'll be able to develop warp drives or teleportation techniques, because that would be something that would require a lot of power. And we don't have that kind of power right now. We're not a class society that has this ability to even comprehend the implications of putting all of that together. Yeah, we've got particle accelerators, but like CERN, they call them atom smashers for shorthand. But this is absolutely sensational. It's nothing short of just rippling with excellent information, things that'll just make you gasp and awe, and you think, they're actually studying all 11 dimensions of what we know to be our universe, and there's still so much that we don't know. It's mostly dark matter, mind you, and it's just absolutely confounding just to process all of it. And like I said, it's enough to make your brain hurt, but I absolutely love it. And I will always love theoretical physics and quantum physics just because of how elegant it is. And there is a principle, it's called the uncertainty principle, and I absolutely agree with it, because determination, it is completely a moot point because it doesn't exist. And I am, only in certain cases does it really make sense when it comes to, hey, there's a plan for everything, but the universe itself, it exists. Well, I believe because an intelligent mind created it. I think that the divine matrix, or the mind of God, spoke it into being, but some people don't believe that. But a lot of scientists nowadays actually are starting to think, oh, maybe there is something to that. Well, yeah, God spoke and bang, it was. I believe in the Big Bang. Boom. But even if you go back into Genesis, it says, in the beginning was God. Well, So in other words, it was God before there was anything else. There really was nothing. Yes, there was nothing before God actually spoken into being. So nothing is actually true. But there is stuff between the nothing, as Greg Braden speaks of. And he says that's the stuff. That's the divine in betwixt everything. I love the word in betwixt. I'm sorry, it's such an old-fashioned word. You don't hear it very often, but I just love to use it whenever I can. Beyond that, I can't really say that much about the book. If you're like me and you want to challenge yourself, and I challenged myself a little bit too much because my brain still hurts because of it, but it really is a fantastic book and one that definitely deserves your perusal, but it takes a lot of time to get through. It's more of a research book than it is an actual book to be read for pleasure. But with that being said, it's absolutely sensational, and Michio, in his witty style and his dazzling intellect, he really reels us in, and he takes us along a journey of the universe. Excuse me, sorry. But it's definitely something that puts my faith into perspective as well. It just gives me more belief, no shadows of a doubt that there is definitely a God. But that's all I gotta say. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, tutti.